studio of ethnic films. I'll never give up my throat singing, and I'm always singing. And I'll never give up my lasso with which I drive herds. No matter where people come from, I will surprise them. I'll sing them karga and sigir. Hoomei, throat singing. Hoomei means throat singing. It's not easy to teach children Hoomei, this ancient, unique Tuvan art of two-voiced solo singing. But to Andar Kongar-ool, lessons to beginners bring no less joy than his own performances on stage. There is a legend that in times immemorial there was an orphan who lived in solitude for 3 years at the foot of a rock, which responded to voices in the nearby valley with a polyphonetic echo. He listened to these sounds for a long time, and once he began to sing himself, imitating the droning of wind in rocks. The people heard his singing and called it Hoomei. The upper reaches of the Hoomei River. This region has been famous for its throat-singing masters since long ago. These banks remember many legends and stories about great singers, simple herdsmen, or arats. Hoomei is the native village of Andar Kongar-ool and his teacher, Maxim Takpai Shan Ulvich, the people's Hoomei singer of Tuva. Maxim Takpai likes to recall his participation in the 6th World Youth Festival in 1957 in Moscow, where he was awarded a gold medal for singing Hoomei. It was for the first time that the world saw and heard Tuvai's throat singers. It was so hard to believe that the jury began to look for some special instrument in Maxim Takpai's throat. They made him eat and drink, and then they examined his mouth again. They could not believe it.
Хоомей сота мо жамды остар базам чуге tavalar күсет бир болгон жер ол жерде жүзүндө
And yet, why is it that only Tuve people sing Hoomei? No one else can. What is the reason? Kongar-ool asks his teacher. Maxim Takpe answers that this may be explained historically. The Tuve people have been hunters, shepherds, and herdsmen since ancient times, and they can perform throat singing in different styles, Hoomei, kargra, sugit, virtually since birth. Why so? Nature has given this gift. Tuve is the center of Asia. Here lived ancient Turks, Uyghurs, Urarkan people. Genghis Khan's hordes passed these places. People say that as early as at that time, ancient nomads and warriors knew throat singing. Centuries passed by. Tribes spread over all the world. But it is in Tuve that throat singing not only preserved ancient traditions, but achieved the highest degree of development and perfection. This old song is sung by Dorjak Sendan Dol Doktulovic from the Ulik Khem district. Prolongate at the beginning, then proceed to the words of the song. Ondar Kongar-ool instructs his pupil. The technique of two-voice solo singing is very complicated and unusual. The performer has to sing in two voices at the same time. One in the lower register, while the other, the one carrying the tune, in the higher register. Of course, it requires talent, which shows itself at a young age as a rule. But there has always been many such gifted children in Tuva. Since ancient times, the Tuva people have liked to imitate the sounds of nature. The sound of wind, the murmur of mountain streams, the voices of animals and birds from which various styles of throat singing were born. Mangush Darishpan Shidivich sings in the Siget style. Siget first appeared as an imitation of bird singing. It is also the style of lullabies, which were sung in Tuvai, usually by men. Maxim Takpai names the following styles of throat singing: Hoomei, Siget, Eitzengigler, Kargra, and Bourbonadieu, each of which exists in 3 varieties.